I'm powerless. I can't do anything. I couldn't stop or save Yoshida. My hands and legs had no strength, and I couldn't call him a friend either. I'm a coward, trash, utter scum. I can't look Midori-chan in the face now. Why am I alive? It'd be better if I just died. But I don't even have the courage to do that. I really am hopeless. It's because I'm like this that Mutsuki abandoned me. In this dark, moonless night, I just condemn myself over and over again. I lie prostrate on the ground and punch it so many times that I can't even tell anymore if my fist hurts. Who'd be calling at a time like this? I check the caller ID to see it's from Yayoi sensei?
Hi.
Hinata だな。時間がない。一回しか言わないからよく聞いてくれ。
はい。
後で正式に通達があると思うが、京華学園は明日から無期限で閉鎖される。
え？
質問はなしだ。前から問題になっていたけれど、今夜。
Goosebumps cover my whole body. I remember what happened with Yoshida earlier.
生徒に自殺者が相次いだ。校舎から飛び降りた者、電車に飛び込んだ者、今判明しているだけでも十数人の犠牲者が出ている。
そんな。
理事長は警察に呼び出され、過失責任などを問われている。学校自体、検証のために封鎖されている。私もこの悲劇を止めるためにできるだけのことをする。
先生、僕は一体どうしたら。
強く生きろ。そして大事な人を守り抜け。それだけを考えるんだ。日向ならできる。私の信じている日向なら。
先生。
泣くな、日向。私だって今まで必死に我慢してたのに、泣き崩れたくなるじゃない。
先生。
Is Sensei relying on me?
ね、お互いしっかりやろう。いい、約束だよ。
はい。わかりました、弥生先生。
ありがとう。じゃあまたな。
I don't have the willpower to press the button to hang up, so my hand that's holding the cell phone just dangles. The world's reality is beginning to crumble. Where is the world I believed in?
Hinata-kun?
How much time has passed? I see Yumi, who's looking at me with concern. I don't know what I should do. Strangely enough, when I see her looking at me like that, my emotions dry up within me. My mind is so conflicted between talking to her about everything and resisting those impulses that I end up in emotional paralysis.
何があったか、ユミにはわからないけど、でも、ひなたくんからもらったお薬、本当によく効いたよ。お姉ちゃんもユミも、すぐ治ったし。
Oh, Yumi. I'm not the one you should be thanking. Sakuya is the one who made it. I have no power whatsoever.
それに、ユミは、ひなたくんのこと、好きだから。
ね？
ユミでも他の人の役に立つって、ひなたくんが教えてくれたから。だからユミ、ひなたくんのこと、好きだよ。
ユミ。
よしよし。
Wrapped up in Yumi's arms, I confess my complete powerlessness, my stupidity, my utter hopelessness. I don't keep a single event about today a secret from her. When I think about it carefully, this is a truly terrifying, ghastly spectacle. Why am I telling Yumi, who's so frail, all these horrible things? But I can't stop myself. Yumi just listens to me talk the whole time. Words cannot describe just how grateful I am to her for that.
ユミもね、いっぱい悲しいことあったけど、 いっぱい泣いて、全部忘れちゃった。
ユミ。
大丈夫。生きてるんだからなんとかなる。生きてるんだから、まだまだこれから何でもできる。ね。
ユミ。
What the hell am I doing? Yumi's not weak at all. She's way stronger than me. I've just been escaping.
ごめん。ありがとう。僕も、もう大丈夫だよ。
よかった。
At that time, I noticed Yumi is carrying an ill-fitting, unrefined video camera. She's carrying a large tube around her back. Is there a tripod in there?
これですか？
Yumi notices my stare and smiles sweetly at me. How can she make such pure expressions?
新月の写真を撮ろうと思って。
新月って見えないんじゃないの？
もともとは、新月は真っ暗な見えない状態から、カマのように細い光が見える月のことを言うんです。
そうなの？でも、理科年表じゃん。
そうですね。科学ではそう決められてるんだけど、でも新月という漢字は、理科年表より前からあるんですよ。だから、ね。
I can't believe myself. Common sense has blinded me. There's not just one meaning to everything. If the context is different, then that changes too. But...
ユミ？
はい？何ですか？
今晩は理科年表的な新月であって、漢字の歴史的な新月じゃない。つまり、月はやっぱり見えないんだけど。ユミ？
そうでしたね。
なんだよそりゃ。
やっとひなたくんが笑ってくれました。いつも一緒に笑っていられるようにしましょうね。
一緒って。
ダメですか？
Does she understand the meaning of what she's been saying for the last minute or so?
いや、そんなことないよ。そうしよう。
よかった。
If the things she's been saying don't have any strange meaning, but are said naturally and mean exactly what they say, then she should find a way to package up that natural airheadedness of hers and send it to all who are unable to put their fears to rest every day, and yet she's completely unaware of her amazing ability.
新月の写真はないんですけど、月食ならあるんですよ。
それってこの間の？
はい、そうです。すごくよく撮れてるんです。そうだ。ひなたくんにもプリントあげますね。ユミ、いくつか持ってるから。
ありがとう。
It's an amazing red color that could take your breath away. The moon was shedding blood. Maybe it was in this blood-stained light that the world changed. But judging from Yumi's innocent expression, she doesn't see anything ominous about it at all. I'll take good care of this photograph. Like the letter I got from Dad, I won't lose it.
大事にするよ。
I feel that this smile is a treasure that should never disappear from the world. Just then, the remaining mysteries of the crossword puzzle pop into my mind.
そういえば、ユミは、ネットとかコンピュータとか詳しかったんだよね。
お姉ちゃんやリーダーほどじゃないですけど。
そっか。でもきっと大丈夫。他のキャラクターに扮して会話するチャットって、なんていうか知ってる？
なりきりチャットのことですか？
なりきり？それだ！
もしかして、またクロスワードですか？
そうだよ。ユミは本当に僕の女神だ。
そうですか。では、失礼して。
そうか。わーいクロスワードが解けた！
In this park devoid of other people, Yumi and I perform our usual folk dance. No music, no observers, just she and I dancing to our heart's content in the dark veil of the night. Okay, well, I don't think there's much left in this route, but I've gone on for quite a long time, so no, you know what? I'm gonna just keep going. By the end of that day, my fate had gone amiss. Mysterious group suicide summoned by the new moon. Shooting spree in business district, high school student arrested. Narcotics, the sinister shadow behind the scenes. Kyouka Academy accepting bribes, staff rounded up. Unforgivable, Exarch using Academy as test site. A scenario that brings death, the Asher tragedy. Incidents and more incidents, nothing but incidents. Bloodshed, disasters, tragedies. Every day, these incidents appear in the newspapers and on TV. The board chairman of our closed school answered in an interview, all I was doing was following instructions. Those excuses are utterly ridiculous. The school I was going to was really that kind of a place. Then Mutsuki was much smarter than me to not even try going there from the beginning. And the rest of us who had lost our school and our colleagues were cast out into the cold. Many of them have immersed themselves in Babylon, having gotten hooked to the net. But I haven't felt like going back after that incident. That kind of world did attract me, but I am a bit concerned about what happened to Hinata, but I can't understand Scenario Asher. It operated on wicked intentions, or if not that, then mysterious intentions that defied human intellect. We were played with in the palms of those intentions. That's what it feels like. Even with things going the way they were, Dad couldn't come home. All he did was send an email that said, I can't come back from work. It's the same with Mr. Kawahara. Even though he tried to pit Sakuya and I against each other so much, it all became meaningless in the end, given that he's not here to interfere. And what if some outrageous incident happens at their company?
緑ね、吉田君を待ってるって。
Sakuya says this.
そっか。
That's all I can say. If those two went through the same things as Izumu Tsukasa and Mutsuki, couldn't you say they're similar? The charm of the net. Because of that, their love burned way too fast. In the end, I don't know what that dealer's connection to Mutsuki was. Because I'd lost my head due to the incident with Yoshida, I missed my chance to track down the drug dealer known as Sin. But what good would that have really done, anyway? Even if I'd managed to get just the two of us together, I have absolutely no guarantee that bluffs and recklessness would be enough to successfully interrogate a brutal criminal.
ひなた、会いたかったよ。
でも、今ここでこうしてることだって、相当に危険なことだから。
どうして？ひなたは何も悪いことしてないんだし、堂々としてればいいじゃない。
そういう風には割り切れないよ。
I got way too deeply connected to the series of incidents. I never could have predicted that I would have ended up in this situation as a result. After all, suicide induction project, a brainwashing method that gnaws at the mind, narcotics and shootings. Who is mystery person X pulling the strings behind these blood feuds? New type of narcotic spreads on campus. The dealer was a student? Suspect, Aoi Hinata, 15, formerly Kyouka Academy High School freshman. Metropolitan Police Department, Biocomputer Division. Is there any information about Aoi Hinata being a drug dealer?
ネットでは情報を書き換えることなど造作もありません。何者かによってクラッキングされたと私は考えます。
The information was released because there was evidence and credibility to it, right?
いいえ、彼がそんなことをするはずがありません。一連の事件の背景にたった15歳の少年がいたなんて荒唐無稽な話です。
That's not true now, is it? In the West, there's many examples of 12-year-olds who are the heads of street gangs. He wasn't in any clubs, right?
ここは日本だし、彼は成績優秀でした。裏路地で身を持ち崩すようなことはありません。
Really? According to records, he frequently skipped lessons, and he'd hang around in your infirmary, correct?
何が言いたいんですか？
Did you and the suspect have a special relationship of sorts?
生徒と教師を特別の関係だというならそうかもしれません。いい死に巡り合えるかどうかは子供の一生の問題ですからね。
Are you playing dumb?
そちらこそ陰猥な邪推でお茶の間を賑わせようというゲスな意図が見え見えですよ。
Let's try a different perspective, shall we? You're sticking up for the suspect right here at this moment because of the goodwill you had for him, yes?
ええ。それにあなた方が呼んだからです。
You're fixated on the possibility that cracking was involved. Why do you have reason to believe that's the case?
様々な可能性があります。それに対する意見を言うのは警察の仕事であって、私がここにいる理由ではありません。
I see. Then if the suspect is watching this from somewhere, do you have a message for him?
そうですね。私は彼を信じているから、特にこれといって言うことはありませんが、ただ一つあるとしたら。
What would it be?
クソったれなメディアや見当違いのネットの意見。それは一時的にあなたを傷つけるでしょう。しかし、負けない勇気を持ちなさい。恥は一時、信念は一生。
Shitty?
はい、ありがとうございました。
The attack from Enlil, or Code, Idak, or Dro, towards me was simply acidic, cyber terrorism, nasty harassment over the net. The problem is that even Cyberforce is after me too now. To think a coward who couldn't punch someone to save his life is now wanted by the police. It's unbelievable.
今どこに住んでるの？
君を危険に巻き込むから言えない。
どうしてそんなことを言うの？私ひなたの役に立ちたいのに。
ありがとう。ここにこうして来てくれたことだけで十分に感謝してる。
ひなた。
I could surrender myself to the police and tell them everything. But if I did that, then I'd have to reveal even the stuff my sister wanted to keep a secret. I want to protect Mutsuki.
ムツキよ。妹を探し始めてから全てが狂ってしまった。
え？何を言ってるの？
おそらく妹は銃犯罪すら辞さない集団の中枢に取り込まれている。僕が今こういう事態になっているのは連中の報復なんだ。
それはそうだけど。
Since about 2 weeks ago, since the day of the new moon when those horrible tragedies happened, I haven't gone home. I'd been wandering from place to place, from the park through the whole town, looking for the invisible new moon. That's what saved my life. I only heard about this from Sakuya, but someone broke into my house. They broke through the deadbolt and tore apart my room and my room alone. And they left a single bullet on my desk as a warning. It meant, if you stick your nose where it doesn't belong any deeper, you'll be shot with that bullet. On Monday morning, my name came up along with the report of the many tragedies. I was so dumbfounded that I couldn't speak. Those bastards made me the suspect, so I'd try to run away.
だから僕は一旦ムツキを探すのを諦めようと思う。
どうして？
永遠に諦めるわけじゃない。ほとぼりが収まるまで待って準備を徐々に固めてもう一回チャレンジする。でもそれまでは
どっかに行っちゃうの？
だから昨夜にお別れを言いたかった。
いや私も絶対に離れないから。今までどんな寂しい思いをしてきたかわかる？
死ぬよりはマシだよ。
死んだ方がマシ。
バカ
I look at my right hand in dumbfoundment. I wasn't thinking just now, but I performed an act of violence, something I never thought I'd be able to do, and I did it to someone I truly care for.
ごめん、そんなつもりじゃなくて、ただ僕は昨夜を守りたくて。なのにこんなこと。ごめんなさい。
ひなた。
Sakuya holds her cheek as she shakes her head. With this, I've taken a step closer to being someone who should be scorned.
本当に君を危険にさらしたくないんだよ。今までどんな目にあったか昨夜だって分かってるだろ。
私は好きな人といたいだけなの。それがいけないことなの。どうしてもダメなの。
自分の身を守りきれるかどうか分からない。だから僕は昨夜まで守りきれる自信がないんだ。分かってくれ、昨夜。
いいもん、自分の身は自分で守るから。
無理だ、そんな甘い相手じゃないんだ。頼む、困らせないでくれ。僕が寂しくないと思うか。僕だって孤独に打ち震えているんだ。だけど
ひなた。
That's why I... Well... Yeah. I don't know what the right choice here is, but... For now... Let's take her along.
ひなた。
ダメだ、耐えきれない。昨夜僕はもう君を手放さない。
ひなた、私嬉しいよ。
Are those tears from heaven? The rain that wraps itself around us is endlessly kind and sad. There's no need to ask Inagaki. I entered the clue I got from Mayumi in the horizontal boxes in the lower right-hand corner. A cross clue. Down clue. A neurotransmitter frequently found in narcotics.
よし。
While I admittedly don't know the answer to this one, it shouldn't be hard to find out. I head for the usual net search engine. Some common neurotransmitters are acetylcholine, norepinephrine, dopamine. Got it. Alright, time to type it in. Just one more letter. I could probably guess it from what I have now, though. Let's try rearranging things. Genders... Nah, no way. Sender sounds like a surname. No, this isn't working out. Maybe I'll have better luck with the first word. Nagging, as in naggy. Aging. Sounds like a license plate on an old woman's car. Ah, forget it. None of those feel remotely close. I do feel like I probably could figure it out from what I have, but just to be safe, I'll get the last letter. With that in mind, I head for the middle. There's only one pair of across and vertical clues there that intersect. Because it's not chained to anything, I can't put any words there.
待てよ。
I take out the disc that Sakuya gave me when we parted.
じゃあこれを。
何？
Sakuya takes a terabyte disc out of her bag.
これは？
レムちゃんからの贈り物。
レムから？
これがないと絶対にクロスワードは解けないんだもん。だって。
レムがまた昨夜のところに来たのか？
うん、一回だけね。ひなたのこと心配してたよ。
そうか、レムが。ムツキが。
I excitedly take out the disc. On it is the data Sakuya got from Lem. With this key, I'll be able to unlock the last area.
よし。
The system automatically reads the disc, and then, in the area of the middle section of the crossword, a word with just 4 letters appears. It shares the S in cactus. The ancient Tibetan name for the name of Tibetan Buddhism's holy ground, whose name means Buddha's land.
来た。
I immediately search for it. Lhasa, known in ancient Tibetan writings as Rasa. The ancient Tibetan... Rasa. To illegally usurp a server's root authority. Hacking, cracking. Search results are various net slang words, but just one of them catches my eye. That one is... crack. The fairy suddenly flutters about.
さあ、あとはアナグラムだけ。元気に挑戦。
Let's challenge.
No.
I try to cheer myself up. Anyway, let's start with the second word, since it looks less complicated than the first. I try rearranging it a bit, and the result is... Huh? Dragons? Is this some strange net slang for dragon? Come to think of it, Inagaki mentioned a guild or two when we were in Babylon. Maybe it refers to the name of a guild there or something.
なわけないでしょ。真面目にやってよね、お兄ちゃん。
そんなこと言っても、こっちは真剣なんだから。あ
At that time, I began to change around the letters in my head. I switched the D with the G. Gradins... Wait a sec. I tried moving the R and the A, and... Gardens. That's it. The second word is gardens. Moving on to the first word, ignoring all the ridiculous ideas I had before, I moved several of the letters around. Hagen... Could it be? On a hunch, I moved the last N and put it between the A and the G to find...
これだ!
Hanging Gardens. The Hanging Gardens. A nostalgic scene appears in my mind. That's right. That's what we call the gardens on the back of that school roof.
よし、待ってろよ、ムツキ。
Perhaps the final key to me meeting Mutsuki again is there. If that's the case, then what I should do is...